back to my video blog. Today I'm gonna talk about a topic that concerns me a lot in my Christian religion, and a subject that people don't talk about that often, but doesn't mean that it's not seriously enough or important enough. So I'm gonna talk about celibacy today because I practice it myself, and I want more and more people to experience the benefits of living in celibacy. And I want people to explore this subject a little bit more because it's so healthy for you. And so I'm just going to read a quick fact list to you about celibacy, and then 5 rules of celibacy and benefits of celibacy. So, celibacy is voluntarily being unmarried, sexually abstinent, usually for religious reasons. And this is concerning all religions, both Hindu, Buddhism, Muslim, Islam, religion, all religions. And in Matthew 19:11 to 12, Jesus himself says this about celibacy. All men, first, a eunuch, if I say it right, eunuch means castrated in Greek. So in Matthew 19:11 to 12, Jesus says, all men cannot receive this saying, save they to whom it is given. For there are eunuchs of men, and there be eunuchs which have made themselves eunuchs for the kingdom of heaven's sake. He that is able to receive it, let him receive it. And so by saying that celibacy can mean the same as castration, this is like a fluid opinion. Celibacy can in a way be to punish yourself or to purify yourself. It doesn't mean that you're castrated, but it means that you sacrifice something for the kingdom of heaven. And we're all going to the same place, so this isn't really that bad to practice. So there are 5 rules that I've come up with myself. 5 rules of celibacy. 1. Do not sleep with anyone. Of course. 2. Do not masturbate. 3. Do not view porn. 4. Do not think about sex and get aroused. 5. Dress appropriate and do not flaunt your sexuality. So I guess I'm a little, I'm dressed a little wrongly today, but it seems like I'm collecting bodies that I've had sex with, but that wasn't the point. I just didn't have anything else to wear, really. So then we have the benefits of celibacy, and this is of course what we all strive for. 1. You take control over your emotions and body. 2. You become powerful. 3. You honor God. 4. You get more sensitive. 5. You talk on a wider level, or in a wider sense about things, all things. 6. You get more artistic. 7. Men get inspired by you and get less promiscuous themselves. This is if you're a girl, and of course, if you're a guy, that is even more inspiring. 8. You come closer to God due to purification of. What have I written here? Of mainstream thought, of course. It's all about sex now in society, and I think that we should all take a stand towards what we believe in and reevaluate it. 9. The body gets stabilized and doesn't focus the relief on wanting to have sex. 10. So you get more appreciative when it comes to eating food, what you drink, your senses is more based upon finding things that are healthy for you to get a lot of, yeah. 10. When and if you break the celibacy, you make love. And yeah, I believe that you eventually will look upon sex as love making, and that is the whole point. It doesn't mean that you have to be celibate the rest of your life, and it doesn't mean that you can't get married. I actually want to get married, but I don't want to have sex before I get married. I have had sex before in my life, but I find it interesting that nobody is open to that idea, and I want to test people or men and see if what their opinion about no sex before marriage is. Yeah. So a little bit about myself, what I'm doing these days. Yesterday I became a vegetarian, and that's due to the fact that I talked about vampirism in my other videos, and I just didn't have any craving for meat anymore. And the benefits of being a vegetarian is that one, you save money, and it's like celibacy because you explore new areas in food making, and you discover new things to eat that is healthy for you. And most of the fruit and the vegetables in the stores are getting old, and they have to throw out most of it. So yeah, you should really eat different things and then experience something. So, how is my life working to spread Jesus' message? Yeah, I talked about making a magazine, and now I have written all of the stories in it, um, and I'm gonna interview some people, and I'm gonna film it. So continue to watch my blog because I'm intending to interview the priest here in my little village. And there are some topics in this magazine that will maybe inspire you. So, what's going on in my life besides from that? Not much. I work. I was wondering about making video blogs about tarot cards. I'm no master, but I may have a different view upon the cards than other mediums. there are so many ways to explore the tarot cards, and yeah, some of them are mixed messages. So tarot cards is all about like draining the images of hidden information, and really it's only symbolical, and if you practice it a lot, then you create a more specific point of view upon them. But um, yes, and I want to apologize to God for my other videos where I talked about vampirism, because I was dressed like a vampire myself, and I said that I was a vampire. This is, of course, not true. What I mean about vampirism is that you pull forces from other objects, and it's like smoking. Only that is bad for you, but it's like drinking tea. You get relaxed, you know. That was what I meant, and I don't encourage anyone to seek into Satanism to become a vampire. And but this information is already out on the internet, and so I'm saying it now that if you found that appealing, then you missed the point, because there really is nothing appealing with being a vampire, and and you really don't want to get caught up in that environment, you know. So, when I was body training, I still am. I'm trimming or training my waist, so that was like everyone do now. Um, yeah. Yeah. So that was all about celibacy. Today I'm gonna go down to the stores and buy some food, and so there's really nothing more interesting about me today. um, yeah. So give me a comment if you want more facts about celibacy, and more facts about what God and Jesus themselves says about celibacy. Uh, yeah, leave a comment, and until next time, God bless, and